Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Saba boy, Saba yoga. Donc le même m'a dit, on va pas où est loin. Le vocal non est à bober. Mais nous n'y voilà, il a fini le kéra pour avoir son école dans mon père. Je suis chablo là so. Bonne joja, bonne famille we. Il y a tout moi si alwa. Le vocal ne joja sien, bonne famille we. Elle se voler la trouva sous nous n'y voilà. Pas on y va son mon sous ta mon père. Oni wa so emono so ta mu be o klo ani abie sogo abaira konu pedu se anu na chawe se anu e bo bia we no yegbele klalu e se dre yo konwo na mo ba ko we de wa ko isi akoble la tu wo so anu ni we la na mo ba ko we so wa ke no ko di fo we mo na da fi o so we ye ta mo bien do mo igbe o so wa jeje o mama ko na we anu se akoble la tu wo so anu ni we la Mojo si awe wa yokun wa nu trouble de. Jamuni pote wa o loyon. Tutu pote wa o. Onu loyon duwe. Popo we de mo. Bona se bole la tu o so we nu ni wele. Wala nyoma koma si mu e ma go ri man ju so la le ma yo we. Monje de la yo ma o. Mo so ina yo. Monje dia ma yo ma e. Na mo wa uru o. Che ada yongba na mo so ina yo la juru awa o ya luigi pote wa o wala nyoma jago mu luigi pote wa o atati pote wa o ala nyoma kwa we de mo ona te gbole la tu wa so we nu ni were nígbà so en so go ta mu fe o to di ke fe ma de sorry gelo Bébé Kari, les escorts du soir le midi. La fino. Ase Ijawe ma. Et Rodi. Yala, Stéphanie. C'est de l'école d'Ivoire. Moi, ouais. Mon bon corps de loin. On était pour la tour à tout à l'uniwé. La divason, l'oyon tout à mon père. Yamon le pote à eau. We dem salu wa ko ye nyamu nje blo yanju we ba ka nje oda je nyombo e mono nje oda we ko ye nyamu o mo ko we dem so we wa ko ye nyamu
lo abel ke o José ke wa no blo yandai Yesu et Sablo de fino de Kela le metan e podai mo du e mo popo ya bi de Rosette ne
Ana we anyo o. Jamore pote wa o, peri juzu pote wa o. Lipe ya bwisogo iba hindi. Boko we demo, wakumo ye nyamuo. Boko we demo sianu wakumo ye nyamuo. Njeblo nyonju we baka nenje oda. Ye nyombo ye mono nenje oda. Wakumo ye nyamu. Mombo kwa we demo suwe wakumo ye nyamuo.
Je rappelle que non José que Wanou le Yandai. Dessous et Sablon, des filons de Kela. Les métants et Podei. Mon doudou est mon popo yabi. Des rosettes nées. Pourquoi vous êtes moi, bien, les gens, pourquoi vous êtes moi, bien, les gens. Maman t'es Rosélie. Maman t'es là qui on ne sait pas où on.
You won't be able to hear me anyway. But we're here. Let me fix my stuff a little bit. All right, I'm fine now. Good evening, folks. Samson to Labrador Pub Radio. Want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in to Labrador Pub Radio. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're wonderful to have all of you again. We ask you as you're watching the show, please share this show to as many people as possible so they also can be part of this program tonight. We say thank God on a Thursday afternoon for us to be together again. We say thank God on this week, of course, for all of us to be together. We continue to pray to God for long life. Please join us, share these videos, share it to as many brothers and sisters as you can. Safety, Lord Jesus, want to thank you again this evening. As we come before you tonight, my Lord, we ask that you continue to bless the Republic of Liberia, that you continue to bless the people of the Republic of Liberia. Bless the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Bakai. Whatever he touches, my Lord, yes, indeed, that his hands will be blessed by you. Whichever door he knocks, my Lord, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. Extend his life. We want to thank you for that. We also want to thank you tonight, of course, for stepping in. For those brothers and sisters that are unable to be with us here tonight, for whatever reason, my Lord, we ask that you step in. And I know you will do it. You say, my time is the best. Wait for my time. We're not in any kind of rush. We just ask that you consider us in your decision-making process, that we are one of those you make the decision for. We want to thank you for that. We want to thank you for that. My Lord, we want to ask that the United States of America, the whole country, be blessed as well. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, Samson told Labrador, that's how we do it. Let me recognize a few people. Alice Yuck is here. We say thank you. Moses Mamalu, we say thank you. And a few other people that are watching. I don't even see the name, but I know they're watching because we have a lot of people watching right now. But those of you that are watching, I don't see your name. I say welcome. This is how we do it on Labrador Pub Radio. We say thank you very much. Let's go ahead and start the program tonight. I have a few other stuff, and I have my agenda set tonight, and I will speak to my agenda, and then another person join me. Hopefully, will agree to speak to my agenda as well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Let's go ahead, folks. The Republic of Liberia. The country is hard. I told you guys that here on Tuesday. The country is difficult. I told you guys, and people say, well, why can you hold the president responsible? President Baka responsible? Of course. The buck stopped with the president. He knows that. But not because the buck stopped with the president. So even ratting buck that we should say the president responsible and the buck is ratting, we would say for those who bring it up, ratting buck to the president. We know the buck stopped with the president. The president has the right to say the buck is ratting, get out of here. But for those who are making the buck to be ratting and bring it to the president, we will talk about them. thank you, Musa. And so we will say, and that's from that perspective we're talking to say, yes, indeed, the president, the buck stopped with the president. But who are those bringing the buck to the president? We'll talk about that. I told you before, and I'm saying it again. Tonight, Bamboo will divide a little bit cool. I think the Unity Party people, they're praising them, they're not working for them. When we praise them, they don't do well. We would be truthful with them now. Not because we're all support the rescue train. Therefore, we will allow them to do what they're doing and thinking we're not watching. We will talk. We will open our mouth. And one of them is tonight. Who are you? You think you're the only Liberia because you're a Unity Party member and in the government, you think you own Liberia? You don't own anything except what you own. We're all Liberians. I can leave from here today and say, you know what, America, I'm done. I'm going to Tulsa. You gonna stop me from going to Tulsa? You ever? You ever? You ever to stop me? And because you have the opportunity. Serving in the government is a privilege. It's not entitlement. But these are our United brothers and sisters. Consider this as entitlement, especially those that come from the same side, the same region as the president. They believe they're serving because they are entitled. And I'm here to bust their bubble. No, you're not. It's a privileged position. Do your job. Do your job. Don't continue to fool our president. Do the president have trust in you? And some of you, when you speak, the president don't question you because he trusts you. But because of that, you take advantage of it and lie to the president all of the time. What a blue machine. What a red machine. What a green machine. What a yellow machine. We're getting there. I heard Laramina, whatever his name is, I heard him defending their trip to the trip to what's his name? Japan, because the visiting dignitary from the state of Rhode Island went to Liberia with the president being absent. And Councillor Gonglo, I'm going to do my best to bring Councillor Gonglo on the show to talk to him one on one. I think he has a lot to offer. And I think this is about time. Other people, if President Baka is now going into this race, I think Councillor people that like a Councillor Gonglo, we should give him a second look. The second look. Hmm? And so Councillor Gonglo, true to himself, decided to criticize. Hmm? I will read that. Who are you? What kind of business that we found ourselves in a kind of mess here? But we'll be on that. Let me read what the councillor wrote. Or what he said. Okay. The councillor wrote this. Okay. This is what he said. He said Liberia suffered diplomatic embarrassment as government spiked Senator Jack Reed, skipped Senator Jack Reed visit. Let's talk a little bit about Jack Reed and this government, the head of this government. Hmm? There's no secret. When he was Ambassador Baka has his nephew inside Johnny, lives in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. Side Johnny was saying he used to live in Providence, Rhode Island. I know him well. Hmm? What I didn't know then that he was related to the president. I didn't know that until quite recently. Hmm? But whenever the president visits Rhode Island, Jack Reed will be in audience. Quite recently, President Baka took upon himself to gown Jack Reed for his involvement with Liberia and Liberians' issue here in the United States. President Baka, in his speech, praised Jack Reed for his work in making sure Liberians are protected here in the United States. Hmm? So Jack Reed is no stranger to President Baka. There is nothing you're going to come here and tell me tonight that President Baka is a stranger to Jack Reed. Far from it. Hmm? Let me go on. So Jack Reed, recently, President Baka, when he was here, He gowned Jack Reeve. And you know, back home, culturally, when you gown somebody, it means you have bring that person in your fold, in your own culture. We're gowning you because of what you have done. They will not gown you if you're killing Liberian. They will not gown you if you're treating Liberian badly. They gown you because of your involvement with the Liberian positively. So Jack Reeve and Memo went over there to look at the situation since Donald Trump and his people decided to cut the aids that help Liberia, to assess what is the negative impact of cutting the aids. So perhaps when he come back, he will be able to put for some sort of a conversation, engage other senators to say these are things that are happening. Hmm? And when he got there, Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs, not there. Cabinet Chief, not there. President Baka, not there. I don't know about vice president, but those people, top officials, they were not there. Hmm? So let's read what Councilor Gonglo was saying. Okay, these are some of the things. When I'll come back, I'll be high on there again tonight. Okay, let's go ahead. So Councilor Gonglo 201 Gonglo. I'll just go to 2000 president, blah blah blah. On Thursday, August 21st, sharply criticized the absence of President Baka and senior government officials during the recent visits of Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island, chairman of the U.S. Senate Armed Service Committee, and his high-level congressional delegation. Hmm? Hmm? That he kind of people you're going to stiff. That he kind of people you're gonna say what is this? Who doing these things? We will find out. In a statement responding to remark from the Minister of Information defending the government action, Councillor Gonglo described the absence as colossal diplomatic blunder by the government of the Republic of Liberia. Colossal diplomatic blunder of the government by the government of Liberia. Okay. That undermines the dignity of the Liberian state. When the president of Liberia, the minister of foreign affairs, and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations are all absent during such a critical diplomatic visit, it sends a message to the world that Liberia does not take its international partner seriously. Who wants to debate that? Hmm? Who wants to debate that? Mr. Toh, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Who wants to debate that? Hmm? Okay, let me go on. Gonglo noted that the Minister of Information, having served as press secretary to the former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, should be aware that such an absence would have been unthinkable under her leadership. Protocol, courtesy, and seriousness would have prevented such a blunder under her leadership, he says. The Lieutenant General stressed that the visit of Senator Reed, as well as the taco, whatever it is in Japan, and the Expo 2025 event were planned well in advance, making the absence of the president inexcusable. He added that the focus should be on preventing future mistakes rather than attacking critics who speak the truth. And I listened to the minister on class not yet ready, class ready, class Lulu, whatever they call himself. Labalima, whatever his name is. He's there defending. Now he's gonna keep his eye on Councilor Gonglo now and his writing. He's gonna keep his eyes on him now. What is he saying over there that is wrong? America, you have 95% my data. You have, but let me be serious. You have majority of Liberian citizens living in the United States that are in the diaspora. Majority of Liberian in the diaspora lives in the United States. The likes of Jack Reeve been able to work with Liberians. Some of them don't have papers, but because of the war, they came here. And Jack Reeve have always been the champion of many Liberians, including my brothers and sisters in Minnesota, where sister lives. These are people that champion Liberian causes so that they can stay here and be able to send money back home so that your failed government, your corrupt government, will not be able to suffer much. Who you think fulfilling the money Trump then took out? Who you think filling it back in? That not the Liberian diaspora? If Trump had his way, the way he's doing with the Mexican American, if you're doing it to Liberia, you think we'll be able to ship you money back on like that? Then you come in on air to defend undefensible behavior? Unacceptable. 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 You come and you can't defend undefensible behavior. Eh? Let's go ahead. You leave from here. Taking how many people you taking to Japan? I don't know. What are you, I'm waiting where you'll bring back go. I know that's also golden nuggets you're gonna bring back from Japan. You know what his defense was? The Laramania, whatever his name is, you know what his defense was? That if you look at major project in Liberia right now, Japanese hand, footprint, handprints, whatever it is, they're on there. hmm I agree. I agree. But many of you, they trip your talk. That's also kickback business you're up. You're up to. Japanese gonna come with contract and they're gonna bring their own contractor. They're gonna bring their own engineers. They're gonna bring their own people to work in Liberia. And few Liberians, because you have taken kickback, you have no more mouth to press them to employ Liberian. Because the money they're supposed to use to pay Liberian, they put it in your pocket already. Who are you? What kind of business? Who are you for you to come criticize the good counselor when he's talking truth to power? Eh? What you think people don't know, y'all? So if the counselor come and start speaking truth to power, then you're there. You're there because you know how to talk. You think you know how to talk. You have no respect for your elder. The counselor is older than you. First of all, in our culture, you don't talk to your older elder person like that. No, unacceptable. Second, the counselor, you know, people what? A presidential candidate. You're not wrong, but you're not wrong for councilman before. You're not even wrong for mayor. You're not even wrong for township. You're not even wrong for color chief before. Let alone presidential candidate. You're gonna come and run you. So keeping your eyes on him. Eh? What kind of business is? Laramia, you got to calm down. Serving in the government for 6 years doesn't make you more Liberian than any other person. We all have the right to criticize if we want to. We all must be allowed to criticize. You can strike back, that's fine. But not in a rude turn and not in any kind of manner to show disrespect and discontent of your fellow Liberians, and you think you're minister of mouthpiece of the Republic of Liberia? Let the president say, I'm not seeking re-election. That I tell you all know how bamboo can devour cola. Your unity party, your thing say you're your own Liberia. You don't own nothing. We all of us are Liberian. I was born in total. What make you think you more Liberian than me? Because I'm in the diaspora. Yeah, I'm in the diaspora. But go check my same way. I'm in the diaspora. But you go check my Western Union. I'm in the diaspora. But go check my money grant. Go check the account. And you will know. What kind of business is this? Hmm? You hear every day you're going on a trip. You plan this thing. So you want to tell me that the trip to Japan is much more important than your engagement with Jack Reeve? So maybe, maybe the president had a conversation behind a closed door with Honorable Jack Reeve to say, "I will not be here." Blah blah. Maybe Jack Reeve agree with it. But if it's so, state so. Explain to us. It's not. It shouldn't be secret. The president have already engaged Jack Reeve, and Jack Reeve is aware that the president is not going to be here. Say so. But you're coming in with a flimsy defense of your Laramina, Lara, whatever your name is, class, all of your class redo, your flunky from Spoon Network, your all of you as educated as you guys are, all of you smart people, smart, some of the smart people that I know are on that class redo, but you can't stand with a spoon. With a spoon alone, one person he able to dominate you. You can't go find your minister interview, minister director interview. What are you gonna get out of that? Minister of a government interviewing another minister, what are you gonna get? So praise singer. Man, you move from here, man. Let people sit down. Your family will sit down, man. What kind of business there? You know, party people, you better change. We're not going to support foolishness. We're not going to do that. We support this rescue tree and we'll continue to support because we believe in the arrest agenda. Since you do your class, how many times a week that you discuss the arrest agenda? Tell me. Tell me, because I've watched you sometimes. So maybe the time I'm watching you, you're discussing, but you tell me. Tell me. Then if the good counselor come and say this is not right, as a citizen, as a spokesperson, stakeholder in the Republic of Liberia issue, then when you come, you little million dollar, whatever your name is, you're gonna come and be disrespectful to the counselor. You talk about you're keeping your eyes on him. You can see there. You can see before the stealing right under your nose. You can see. You can see. You can see before what's his name? Eugene Falcon told you the other day, I will not carry your program again. And you want to begging you ever. But when I the counselor, then you're ever. What kind of business? I'm on you. You left from here. All the people that go to Japan are waiting for you. I'm bamboo with divasiva cola. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see when you come back from Japan. Then some of us who've been criticizing the Japan trip will sit there and eat crow. But what else would we be expecting? What else will we be expecting from Japan, though? What is it that we're going to be expecting to get see from Japan? The Japanese and the Liberian government going to sign. The Japanese government and the Liberian government going to sign some sort of a memorandum of understanding, and the Japanese government will say we're going to give you X dollar, you borrow X, whatever it is loan, but we're sending the loan, and then they turn that same loan around and give it up to their own contractor because you believe you don't have designer in Liberia, you don't have contractor in Liberia, you refuse to impact the Liberian people, Liberian Contracting Association, you refuse to, when they do contract with you, you're old, then you don't want to pay them. But if a foreigner, because the foreigner will get your key back, you pay the foreigner before you pay the Liberian. What kind of business is this? You know, one will come and sit down here and lay up. You know, the party people? Your one term. The President Waka coming back, that second term. But President Waka is not running, that one term. You know who I feel sorry for in the whole Unity Party debacle, in their foolishness? Is the vice president. Because for me, I've really never gravitated towards the vice president because of during the campaign, the statement he was making about Nibadian children being sold in Grand Bazaar for $5, having people accusing the crime people of putting babies in the well, all that. So I try to stay away from it. But from all indication, besides the blunder he made, because I know that's not true and I know that's not him, besides that, I think this vice president, and I could be wrong, but I think this vice president, perhaps we're going to have to take a second look at him as well. Because I think he has taken full responsibility on most of the things that is happening, and he's trying his best. But how you will try your best among so thief? The thievery in that place, the vice president can go up and come. The only thing the vice president can do, okay, you want to steal my hand, now he's out. And as long as the vice president hand clean, so be it. When they're ready for the sanction, by the time we'll know. What kind of business is this? Republic of Liberia, up to this point, We are unable to produce anything, nothing. So crooks. The crooks are yesterday being celebrated. They're bringing man back. The crook from the CDC joined the Unity Party. They're now the best crook. Crook to crook, make it one crook. What kind of business, they, my people? When will we see right now? You leave from here and go to Liberia, you get stuck in the traffic. The power say yummy. Sour, you don't believe. Let me come show you something, man. Working on business. They want your part tonight, bamboo with divacola. They want your part tonight, bamboo with divacola, my people. They want your bamboo with divacola. Eh? You got sour in Cerro Bonheur. Nothing happening. What is it? What is it, my people? What is it? Sidewalk in the city of Montreal. Y'all watch this. We're acting like nothing happening. Watch this. See her? La Anna Maria. Okay, let me go back. Let me zoom out. La Google Earth. Anna Liberia. Anna Liberia. Okay, let's go to Maria. Let's go to Maria. And the next thing I want you to look at, well, you can't. Well, if you look down here keenly, you will see the date when this was released. But let's go. Let's go to Maria, my people. Let's go to Maria. Okay. And our FE, yeah? Eh? And our FE. Okay. Let's go. Let's go Tottenham Boulevard. I believe this guy did this thing on a Sunday. Let's go to Tottenham Boulevard. Okay. Let's go to Tottenham Boulevard, my people. Look at your city. So yeah, another thing, yo. Yeah, another thing, yeah. Watch this. So if a taxi bring you and you live somewhere around here, got that one lane here, two lane. Where you park here? You can't park here. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go. And Maria, this is a business area. Okay, this is a business area. I believe they sell steel and things like that here. That a parking lot. You allow this man to build this business. Millions of dollars coming out of here. This is a parking lot. How many cars you gonna put here? Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it. God, no parking lot design, no way too. So let's look at it. So let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 cars. 7 cars in the front. So if you come here and park behind these people, they people in the front when they're ready to go, what you do? Okay. So you said, well, Mr. Toll, you don't have room for this car to back up here. There's no room between this and this. Millions of dollars coming out of this business. Nothing. Look at it. All over. All over. Where are the people? Where are the sensible people? Look at their flare pole. I mean their their light pole. If you any car hit this one right now, the people then going to JFK, not too far from the place anyway. So that's a blessing. Hmm? So right now I can tell you the right of way is way out there. You see the pole here? Anytime you see light pole like this, that's the right of way. Look at the people there. Look at even they say the parking lot is in the right of way of this street. Of whatever street it is. Okay? They're not paying attention to that. Okay? They're not going to pay attention to this. Look at this. Let me show you something else. We're coming from war, right? We're coming from war. We're Liberian. We're coming from war. Okay. So look at this here. Show me where is the handicap ramp here? So handicap, how you get on the sidewalk here? How does the handicap get on the sidewalk, my people? Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what? How did the handicap get on the sidewalk, my people? He can't unless you go around there. But that's a driveway. What kind of business is it? Look at this. Okay. Let's get on where they got some sidewalk. Hmm? Let's go ahead. I'm going to be showing you these things tonight because they got going around. These are some of the stuff they're going to have to pay attention to. Now you're going to tell me that the Japanese when they come that the FE area here. Let's go to I believe this is JFK area. Okay, let's go here. Let's put a person. You can't say poor man here anymore. You gotta say poor person. Because not only men alone washing, women washing too. So you have to say person. You gotta be politically correct. Look at sidewalk, my people. Is it not a business? Who is this? Is that not Jetty Trailing Company, my people? That are they seen Jetty men who going around feeding people? Look at their parking lot. Look at this. Where is the government Republic of Liberia? Where? Where? That's sidewalk here, my people. That's sidewalk. Look at the driveway. Okay, so where's the entrance of the driveway? Yeah, they're gonna. Oh, right here, right here. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this, my people. I'm not condemning my country. My country is beautiful as far as I'm concerned. But when will we do better? And I coming now. I coming. Y'all wait on me. Y'all wait. This is Liberia. This is Monrovia. Okay. This is okay. So this is supposed to be walk. All right. So they're supposed to have a. These people are so funny and so crooks. Their crook business is not easy. So this is a walking stuff here. So where is the yellow thing that you're supposed to blind people are supposed to follow? Look at this one. Does it look like anything blind person can enter here? Look at it sticking up maybe 2-3 inches. Okay. Look. Where's the rim? Nothing. 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 Look at this. So man, you see, this is how unsincere and unserious they are. You see that? You see that walk? This is supposed to be a walk line. What the blind? What the walk line? So now you go ahead, you bring, a 6-inch sidewall. What kind of business is this? So they make this place here water sit over here. What my thing is, why? Why are we suffering each other like that? Eh? My people, why are we suffering each other like that? Eh? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go across the bridge. Let's go across the bridge. Okay. Let's go. Let's go across the. Okay. But before we do that, there's a one place here. That my area. That my area. Okay. That exactly much. No. That I'm going. We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. So let me turn the thing around. Let me turn it around. There we go. There we go. So no. But how they see. No, but if I'm going to from the executive mansion, where am I going? The airfield on the side. So no, that's not the ocean. Oh, I don't even enough. Okay, I gotta go enough now. Y'all bear with me. These people can make people all kind of yama. The airfield, so they see on my left hand side. Okay, let's go. And I get ready to talk bridge here, my people. And then so, and at the water side over there, my people. And then so. Okay, this is Ronald Street, I believe. Is that Ronald Street? Yeah, that Ronald Street. So let's look at some of the things on Broad Street, our street. I will come back to the story, folks. I will come back to the story. But I just want to see. I want you to see these people going to Japan. What they're going to get for? Look at the one here. Okay, I'm not even going to make comment. But look at Broad Street, my people. This is on Sunday. This is on Sunday, my people. That Broad Street on Sunday. On Sunday. This used to be Roxy Cinema. Samson too. Oh, it begin this on real baba thing. Eat people orange and things like that and pay fast. This used to be Roxy Cinema. But anyway, that's not about me tonight. So let's go ahead. So this is Broad Street, and I believe this is the church, right? Yeah, yeah. So what one here now? So you go in here, you park that one way. Okay, Center Street. Isn't it Center Street? Yeah. So that one way. This used to be this used to be a ministry of what I don't know, but long before then it used to be ministry or whatever they need, just a ministry. Okay, let's go behind the bridge. Let's go behind the bridge, then I will take you somewhere else. And the reason I'm doing this here for you tonight is this, because these people come out and they say they're doing this and doing that. They're helping you. They're helping you the government doing this and the government doing that. Look at that. Look at that. Of course, this road is being the rehabilitation process is going on now. But this is what we had before that. until President Waka came and said, public, well, you got to do something about it. You got to do something about it. This is what we have. These are all stores. Where is the parking lot? Where is these are this is on Sunday. That's why you see all these stores closed. But where is the parking lot? So for all we don't have cars. Liberian can never own car. So where's the parking lot? Look at this. For years and years and years and years and years and years. This is what we have. Let's get out of Liberia. I mean, now that you have seen it, I hope you guys are watching. I hope you guys are watching. I hope you guys are watching. Now that you are seeing out of Liberia, let's go to Ivory Coast. Let's go to Ivory Coast. Next door neighbor. Let's go to Ivory Coast, folks. Let's go to Abidjan. And let's see what Abidjan looked at. Okay, so let's go to Ivory Coast. Okay. Abidjan, Abidjan, Abidjan. You say, oh, but the French people built it. Yeah, the French people built it. Who maintaining it? Who maintaining it? Who maintaining it? Tell me. Abidjan. Let's go ahead and look at their street. Mm. Here we go. Here we go. In fact, it's even in the night time, sir. But who cares? But look at it. Okay, let me get out of this one. Let me get out of here. I want you to see clearly because it's in the night here. They want to show in night. Okay. Let's go on the people bridge. Hmm? Okay. Let's see. What is it? Okay. I hope it's not nighttime stuff. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. But you see how they separate the buses, the private cars, and the public transportation. I want to show you something here that I think you will have interesting. But you say, but our French people build a place where you expect. But who's maintaining it, my people? Who maintaining it? Let's see. Where's that stadium here? Okay. Let's put Abidjan back here like that. Okay. Let's go back here. I was in the stadium area today. But anyway. Well, I don't need to do anything more. At least you guys have seen it. I don't need to do anything more. Okay, this is Coco, some kind of Coco Yamuko. I don't know those names. Okay, but look at this. Look at the hillside. Look. Okay, but what I want you to pay attention. You see the drainage? The same kinds of drainage system we're having in Liberia. Open ditch, but look how clean it is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got Monreal. People pay. No cleaning. No cleaning. No cleaning. I'm just showing these things here, not to condemn our country, but we can do better than that. We can do better than that. And we should be able to do better than that. Okay? I don't know what the other place there. Those of you that been in Africa, I don't know the other one, the other place there. I don't know the place. But anyhow, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go to Ghana. Let's go to Ghana. Let's go to Ghana. Okay? Let's go to Ghana. That's what I like about the Google Earth business. Let's go to Ghana. Kumasi. Okay? You see Kumasi? No. Kaswa. This is Kaswa. And this is those of you who been to Ghana. This is Accra. Let's go to Ghana. Let's go to Ghana a little bit. Okay. Okay, Ghana, I gotta get tighter. Okay, so we'll come back to Kaswa. Where's Kaswa here again? Kaswa over here. I beg you something to don't even try to pronounce it pure thing before they go all the way. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see it? You see the sidewall? You see how they're protecting the car then back there, that their parking lot. Okay? The parking lot is back there. This is the wall. You don't see the people coming back in the people's street. You see it? You plan. These things were planned. Look at the building right now. You see how far it is? The setback of this building. They're not encroaching on the people right away, on the government right away. Look at the street light, my people. Look at the street light. And this is what they thought they were going. What we thought we were going to get out of Ralphie Highway. We're not going to get anything like it. Far from it. You're not going to get nothing like this. Nothing. Then they want to put their mouth on the consular. You can't even maintain your own country. You want to put your mouth on a good consular? We will deal with you, whatever your name is. We'll have to deal with you. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. You know the party people you always see. You can't even do that kind of thing. President Baka gonna come back the other day and tell you, say, your man, I let power get B. The man are engineer. He telling you, say, your man, I let power get B. Why would you even come out with that kind of statement if you hasn't seen it? But look, look, this is in Ghana, my people. I don't know what street is. But look, I'm not saying they're clean, they're better than us. No, that's not my point. But look, the separation. Okay? Look at the separation. You see the side, you see the sidewalk? You don't see motorbike then riding on the sidewalk. You see it? You see it? You see this is in Ghana. Look at the setback. You see the building there? They have a room. In fact, this other street here, they call it frontage road in engineering. This street is called frontage road. And the reason they call front, all of the cars will go on the frontage road and they call it collector. Not only frontage road, but it's also called collector because it collects all of the traffic here and eventually will dump it onto the major highway. What do we have in Liberia? Let's go back to Monrovia. Let's go back to Monrovia. They not see. They got me to contend with. And you know, Chapati, we sat down here and condemned President Weah. And say, oh, President Weah, you're not doing it. These are things you're supposed to do, and you're not doing it. You know, you come now, you're taking 40 people to Japan for Japanese to come and build your country. And they will not give the Liberian people the contract, you know. Man, you all want us to be clapping here and say, oh, yeah, the man doing good, the man. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead. Why this thing is going like that? Okay, you want me to come here and start clapping for you and say you're doing good? No, when you do good, we see it. We'll talk about it. When you do good, we see it. We'll talk about it. Okay, but these are the thing. These are the thing. They give you money and you are unable. You are unable. You are unable to produce. Okay, and I don't know what happened to my thing now, my people. I'll leave it alone. I think you got my point. So let's go back to Unity Party people and they think say they're running government. Let's go. If President Baka was not at the head of this government will fail by now because they got these young people. They got nothing but to steal every day, and we're gonna deal with them. We're gonna deal with them. We're gonna deal with them. Unacceptable. 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 You come here every day. The counselor, the good counselor, come out and say, why will you make scheduling like that? You know the senator from Rhode Island who has been the champion of Liberian cause in the United States, who have been able to make sure Liberians are there to work and be able to provide money back home to their family. This man was making sure that Liberian, when they have the TPS, he was one of the ahead of it. Hmm? Help the Liberians. Hmm? Whenever Liberia have issue during the war, he was one of those people who were writing to day in, day out to do something. Eh? Then you're going to go visit your pack, the old man, you're wrapping about in your Japanese cloth, boom, boom, you're shipping out. What kind of business is this? What kind of business is this? That when the counselor come and say, "Oh, don't you think you should be able to tell the counselor, or counselor, we understand, um, we understand that hold on, guys. Okay, yeah, well, you're not responding, we'll kick it out. If for you to come back and say, counselor, thank you for your point, but we're doing the best we can. These are the reasons. If the president, maybe the president have had contact with Jack Reed, with Senator Reed, to say, when you come, I'm not going to be here, I'm going to be blah, blah, because they're friends. So maybe, but you're not even explaining that you want to attack the counselor. You want to attack the counselor. You want to attack the counselor. Then you want me to sit there and say, yeah, you're doing good? La la mina Pierre, whatever. No, we'll talk about it. So the folks, again, this is Samson Tour. Enjoying myself again this evening. Thank you guys very much for watching. All of you that are watching, we say thank you very much. The usual group are here. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very. Namonji, watch it, Namonji, thank you. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So that's my message for the Unity Party people this evening. Okay, when the counselor who is a stakeholder, top stakeholder in Liberian society, he doesn't come out every day to say something. He only speak on critical issues. I'm not saying you have to agree with him, but if you're going to address the counselor, you have to do it with respect. First of all, he's older than you. There's no two-way street around it. Second, not only is he your senior brother, but second, he's a stakeholder. Find out what is he talking about. Is he making stories up? And if he's not making a story up, if there's something perhaps you don't feel your government has blundered, explain. But don't come across as being vindictive. That's the same kind of foolishness George Stewart, whatever his name is, he did to what's his name? John Monroe here one time. Hmm? Because you don't agree with him, you want to come and degrade him on national platform. That's what John Monroe said, y'all go ahead. Because he knew you were going to break your own neck. He have seen you in action before, Unity Party. John Monroe have seen your corrupt behavior before. He made it clear. He said, President Sally, your government is the most corrupt government ever in the history of the Republic of Liberia. Hmm? So he has seen Unity Party in operation before. So when you start, he said, y'all take your trouble. I thought I was going to come and make you better. I thought I was going to come and help you guys to move this country forward. I thought I was going to come and impact on most of you young people how to run these things. But instead, you want to come here and bully me? Take your job. I don't need it. And he left you. Hmm? Yellow machine, W machine, orange machine, pink machine, whatever color machine you got, you can't even bring it here. Hmm? They gave you $22 million to face road. President Walker said no car gonna get stuck in 100 days. You take $22 million. How many Liberians? Eh? Tell me statistic. You've spent the money. You should be able to keep records. How many of that $22 million that is impacting Liberian businesses in Liberia today? Tell me. How many Liberian contractors are benefiting from that $22 million? Tell me. You took the $22 million and gave it to the Chinese company. Yes, the issue here, the Chinese company they've already been scheduled. They already have a contract to fix the road. But you say you want to rehab. It's okay. So they took the material. Liberian, you pay them. They were supposed to go and buy material from whatever quarry they have. They didn't do that. They start digging on the side of Liberian people dirt, Liberian people hill, and fix the road. They didn't buy fast and material. The only thing they did was pay employee, pay their employee, pay for their fuel and their equipment. That's it. The material, the earth they use, the dirt they use, like Liberian people that they pay you by. They pay you by. You think people stupid around here? They pay you by? Hmm? To rehab, they pay you by? Yeah, big yeah, man. I just want to keep my mouth shut sometimes, you know. I say, okay. Yeah, whatever. I say, okay. But I will deal with it. This president will succeed, whether you like it or not. We will make it for the president to see and that he has to succeed. Because first thing is this. You're getting the ministerial position, you're getting the director position, whatever. It is not entitlement. It's a privilege. Every one of us. I don't even got my GED. I've been trying to get my GED for the last 50 years. I don't get GED yet, so I don't even finish high school yet. But if they call me right now to work, I will consider it as privilege. Eh? I know I will get pay cut. Whatever position they put me in, like, unless I steal, that's the only way I'll make more money than what I'm making now. But whatever position they put me in, it'll be a pay cut for me. But once I accept that and say, yes, I will do it, I better do it fairly. I better do it truthfully. without taking people money. How would I even take money to go to face my brothers and sisters in total? That's not how we behave in total. And those days in total, when you steal, they pour you under the flat pot and get you 25 lakh. And you steal 25 cents from people that don't belong to you. Forget to orange. Orange. You take somebody orange that don't belong to you. Cassava, you go pass on the people cassava farm and take it just to eat it. That's stealing. You're going under the flat pot. Then Samson to who they didn't be in total. Besides fighting business, fighting part of my job. Fighting part who will be me. They can't give you 25 large for fighting. Fighting that fighting. That with tea, you throw with tea. That's all I do with tea. But for me to go steal somebody's thing, you know why I never stole in total? And you know why I never stole in Monreal? Because I don't want to disgrace my family. I don't want my family need to be mentioned in stealing. None. Go around. We got over almost 5,000 tolls. No pun intended. 5,000 plus tolls. Go and see how many people in the toll family that's stealing. We have one man when we were growing up. One man in the 5,000 plus tolls. One man. But when he got to say he was in Monrovia, back in the early 40s, 50s, yeah, he was involved in stealing. He told us this. In fact, when he comes to Town, people tell him that my uncle then would tell him, his brother then would tell him, don't come bring that Maria thing here, I will bake you. He was okay, I'll not stay here until I leave. Don't worry. So one time, one Lebanese man, he can't I stupid. He came to the quarter. My father, my uncle, then everybody was sitting there. He said, hey, your brother say he can steal. I will let him come test me tonight. So the man now the coin corner and corner say that I don't want I say I don't touch you anything in the time here. You want bed me? He said, yeah. He said, you want bed me? He said, yeah, it's okay. The next day, the man, beautiful, beautiful sewing machine. Beautiful sewing machine with bunch of clothes. Gonna took them that night and packed them on in the coffee tree there in the morning. You know what Connor did too? He cut his hair. Cut the Lebanese man hair. Roll like they roll. True story, true story. I'm not making it up. I still remember that. He cut his hair. The next day, we go, oh, what happened? They said, Connor was laughing. He said, go under the coffee tree, your thing there. What would do with you? You live here with my brother there. I won't come steal from you, but you can't run your mouth last time. But after a while, he resigned from stealing and became good member, productive citizen of the society. That's the only tall person I know who can steal. Never did that again. But why would I even want to put myself in stealing business? For what reason? What my friend can do, I can't do. What my friend man can do, I can't do. You study myself, I can study. You working myself, I can work. You making money myself, I can make money. Why we can't steal for that? Stealing are for those who are unable to produce. Stealing are for those who cannot work. Stealing are for those who have nothing to offer. Stealing are for those who care less for the name of their family. I'm from Town. Beautiful, beautiful Town. You want me to show you Town too? Okay, all right, let me see. I'm from Town. Why would I want to steal? So people in Town will say, oh, something told. They say something. That means they will say, they say. Those days, the only they say I want people to care for. Something told beat people last night. Some stranger came from different town. They carry out something to be there. That kind of thing. The next day, I walk in like I'm the king. God, how you will be the Macron now? But of course, I carry my nonsense to other people, old people. But how you account to Town? Eh? Where I can play drum for the girls to dance. How you will come to Town? You come to my house to tell where good morning or hi. Then you don't belong there. You go. I will beat you. But not stealing. Not stealing. But that these kind of people then if they go and take money that don't belong to them. And yes, a sad thing here, folks. Yes, a sad thing about all of this. I'll show you a map of Liberia here. Rows in Liberia. I'll show you rows in Abidjan. I'll show you row in Ghana. Okay. Why are we not improving? I believe we're not improving because our brothers and sisters that are in charge prefer to be those who like to get instant gratification, in that they want only for themselves money in their pocket. President Baka goes to these conferences like he gone to Japan now. The Japanese will look at him and say, "Yeah, the old man really serious for the people," hmm? And they will feel sorry for him and allow other loan or grant, and these boys don't start doing, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." That is same people when contract when somebody, you remember that Australia man who wanted to bring iron ore business in Liberia, when President we are in people talking to his compound. What did we read later from Australia news? That they want a kickback, certain amount. And he said no. The people from not Dubai, but what's the other place? Qatar, that came with him. They said no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because our intent is to help the people of Liberia, not to help you. That one that went fian. Liberians, I know personally. I know some of the directors, President Buhari got fired there now. So that one they're not in power again. But before that, I know I was in a meeting where they requested. I was in a meeting on a contract that I did. I was doing a design for, and these people requested that more than $20,000 come to them kickback. I I say I was in a meeting. I said they say, oh. I put my hand in my mouth like this. I said, wow. From that point, I decided there's no reason I can't work with these people. I can't work with these people. So you know what they did to get their money? Because they were so advocating for their money. They said, send us the bill quick, quick. The bills, we said, we're not ready. They said, don't worry. They wrote the bill themselves. And out front, they are 20,000. So for World Bank project. So say they send the bill. And the actual bill that was supposed to be presented to them by the engineer, maybe it was 30,000. They make it 50,000 so they can get their 20,000. I said, they say, I say, Samson told the only thing I'm not going to do is to call name. From that point, I said, no, I can't work. How am I going to work with these people? How am I going to work with these people? You tell me now. What am I going to say to my kids? Hmm? There, you're going home. Yeah, I'm going to help to work, but in the back of my mind, they myself stealing for what? And I believe those people they didn't just do it one time. I believe this is something that happens all the time. Because I see those same people on Facebook. When you see the kind of clothes they're wearing, dressed up, believing the salary they're making, can't afford that. Gucci, the ring, the neck, the ring. They even got said more than JC. These are people that are supposed to come and help Liberia. These are people that are supposed to come and help Liberia. But they are not for that. They are for themselves. I got a lot tonight. They are for themselves. So I will do something here also tonight. Okay? I will do something here tonight. So let me blow my own horn a little bit. Let me blow my own horn here a little bit. So on at the job site, right? The Samson told. So I was involved in doing a design of a roadway. So, like I said, I'm the best, the best. Anybody thinks that the more good roadway engineer out there than me, bring yourself up. Let's measure from here up. I'm only what is it? 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". I'm going up. I'm still growing anyway. So, but I'm not going to measure the height from here to my toe. No, no, no. We measure from here, from the neck to the top. If you're taller than me that way, then you're good. Okay. But the point here is this. So those of you that like for the liberal to eat crow here, I make people a job to eat crow too sometimes. So a few months back, when we start putting this project together, okay, I told you what the project was. One, two lane going, two lane up opposite side, two, four lane was separated by huge medium. Okay, so we were supposed to fix the other area. Was supposed to raise the bridge, and then when they raise the bridge, I have to come and fix the roadway to make sure the road and the bridge on the same plane. All right, but that's enough. So let me share this one here. This again, I'm blowing my own horn. I'm the best. Samson. I will come back. I'll come back to Labrador. I'll come back. Oh, what kind of business is it? Okay. Let me share this with you guys, folks. I'll come back to Labrador story. I got plenty tonight. I got plenty, but I just want to poke little fun here and there. So you'll see this, right? Okay. You'll see this, right? So all right. So this is the structure section. When it says structure section, it's like you have a how do you call it, French bread, and you cut it, and you're looking at it from this side. Okay. So this is the row itself, right? The dotted line you see down here and up here is the existing condition, and the solid line is what we say we're gonna build for people to drive on. Okay. But I'm not gonna bore you with all the detail. So these numbers you see BA1C, let's go up here. So here they are. The A tells you how thick that is. The B tell you what are the material that make up the specific thickness. But I want you to pay attention to number one. Okay, let's go to number one. Okay, so number one, we have what they call point two of a feet. Point 2 feet. Okay, point 2 feet in real life. Okay, let me do this for you. So point two. Okay, no. Okay, so it's like 2 inches, 2 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 inches. All right, of they call it rubberized hot mix asphalt. Rubberized mix asphalt. Okay, but it's G, so that means it's an open grade. And the reason why they have it as open grade, so when it rain, the water go through the open grade because it's open. The pores are a little bit bigger than the HMAA. So when the water hit the HMAA, and I'll explain that later, then the water go on the side slope and get out. So the water don't sit on the road. So that as the tire rolls over this road, you don't have what they call hydroplane. The water seep through the RHMA, which is open graded. Okay, but they have an open graded. They have HMA. Then they have class 2AB, which is rock mixed with sand, what have you. Then they have geotech in it. Okay, it's a reinforcement. It's not steel. It's a plastic, but it's thick and very durable. So you put those on there to make your road better, to make your road stronger. So let's go back in. So that's why you have the A is an existing condition, blah 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 blah. So when I did this, right? When I did this, I called this. I said, okay. I told my team, we're going to remove the whole row, the base and surfaces. The surfaces here is A, the base is part of the B. But we're going to take everything out. The big shot, they used to be designers just like me, but because they wanted more money and so greedy, like any other Liberian or something like that, but it's not Liberian. They decide, oh, I want position, I want to go all run up there. I stay here. I stay here. I don't want it. Where I want position. As long as I want to send my kids to school, I want to eat my gold meat, I want to eat my pusawa, I want to eat my kesari, where I care for. But anyway, that's not the point. So I told them we're gonna have to do this. He said, no, 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 Samson, we can't do that. I said, why? Oh, well, because it's too expensive. So they said they're going to do roadway excavation instead of removing base and surface it. They said they're going to do roadway excavation, and roadway excavation. You are only going to the bottom of where you say your bottom gonna be. So the roadway excavation only gonna come to this bottom, which is the base. That's how far they're gonna stop. Okay. All right. So that's how far they're gonna stop. But here's the issue. And I see that in Liberia also. Okay. I see because sometimes I get some Liberian roadway drawing and stuff like that. All right. So I see that and then I try to point it out to my son that you can't do this because if you do it, it's going to affect how your road durability, your road strength. It's not going to work. So you can't do that. Okay, so I pointed out to him, and they do the same thing here in Liberia. So it's not unique to Liberia, no. And that's why sometimes when I criticize, I am very respectful to my brothers and sisters, the engineers in Liberia. It's not like it's a complete mistake, and sometimes they just go overboard. That's my issue. They go overboard, and when they go overboard, sometimes it's difficult to get them back. Okay, so here's the thing I want you to look at now. Now, if they come and remove this, let's do this here a minute. So they come and remove this. They remove it. You see the red line I put in here? So that's the new structure section that they're going to put in. But they're going to come in roadway excavation. You will have to remove up to this point. You're not going to go anywhere else. Okay? That's how much you're going to remove this existing. So they will just move this existing to this. They're not going to. But here's the interesting thing. We expect to put trucks. We expect to put trucks on the road. And each of the truck has a weight. Okay? These are the tire of the trucks. Okay? All right? And I'm putting just my truck here. So the truck weight is down here, right? So this is the truck weight, but I don't know what my weight. I'm not gonna. But the truck weight, if you look into it, the distribution of the weight of this tire, it goes like this. It goes like this all the way to the bottom. It does. It's not a point low. It's a point low on top, but because the breakup of the road, it has to be distributed evenly. So you have this type of condition coming here. You have this type of condition coming here. Okay. So all of this, the weight of this truck. All right. But what I want you to see, and I told them why. So now you have roadway excavation, only excavating this. Look at this. They're not going to go beyond this point. They're not going to go beyond this point here. Okay. So this little piece that remaining, you put your new road on top of it. This is United States road. They're not Liberia talking about. So when I read open my mouth on Liberia, they're not just there. Then I can open my mouth here too because I know what I'm doing. So I told them if you do this, it's not going to be. Oh, we're going to. They realize now that when they put this road like this, with this small piece, the weight of this going to break up this existing condition. It's going to be breaking to pieces underneath your new roadway. And when this thing is no longer able to support this, you have your road now that going. If this side started going down, you have your road going like this. You start splitting. Ah, Samson too. Sometimes I can just when we go to the meeting when I start demonstrating, I can just be laughing. Men from Total showing the idiot that he got. Okay, but these are things we all learn in structure. You learn these things when you're doing structure. How the roadway is going to be the low on the road going to be distributed. Okay, so we all know these things, but they want to save money. I don't care to save your money. I want to make sure this thing is safe. So, like I said, I'm blowing my own horn here tonight. I was go back to Libra. So I went to the meeting today. So they say, "Oh, Mr. Tor, in fact, when they run, then the other guy, my supervisor, said, Total man, that really can call me. when they know they have done wrong, I'm ready to teach them. They don't want me to teach them. They told them, what happened here? I said, no, you tell me. Because months ago, I told you guys, let's remove base and surface it. Because if you remove this whole thing here, okay, and your base is only up here, right? So they're going to build it up. But when they build it, it's going to be compacted. So the whole thing is going to be one from here all the way to the bottom here. It's going to be one. The little money you think you're saving is going to cost you more. So the contractor, we sent a thing out for bid now. So the contractor came by, and I will show you the contractor letter next Monday. He said, it's a state. Is this the intent of the state to leave half of the existing road and repave on top of it? Because he knows very well you can't do that. He knew very well you can't do that. So he says that's the intent of the state. So me, the designer, are they saying, is that your intent? If I say yes, something go wrong, when we go to court, they will say this was your intent. And I can't defend it. Now, so in a meeting, he said, what did I said, okay, I did this see-through. I said, this is why I wanted us to remove the whole thing. But then you guys, the big shot now, I told him, I said, I already explained. I said, I don't trust you anyway. I said, you guys, the big shot now. These are some of the things that when we open our mouth, we know what we're doing. So now they want me to come up with the language. I said, no, 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 no. Y'all go write the language. How y'all will explain it to the contractor, because the contractor is not stupid. All right. Now, that's the situation today. So they're gonna go back and rewrite, because now, even though the job hasn't been contracted out yet, so most likely they will want us to come back and do another addendum. But then instead of saying what they say here, in fact, it should say here. Okay, oh, okay, it's not saying that. It's in the BOQ. Instead, so we will call this now remove base and surface. Come back to the total man. So, yeah, you know, you can't just come out here and pull your weight around. Let's get back to Liberia, folks. Samson told Liberia. Folks, sometimes I just enjoy myself, to be honest with you. I just enjoy it because here's the thing here. What la brother say? La brother say, good player can't suffer for Jesse. Good player can't suffer for Jesse. That's why when I go home, eh? For example, when I go home, who will bluff me? You able to understand what I'm doing? You able to bluff me? Hmm? You able? That for your stealing business, I'm can't leave people job. They think here. What you know what they play here? It's not too far from here. In fact, you know what? Since I'm on this here, let me show you what the row is. I need to show you this row. Okay. Um it's not too far from here. It's off a highway 99. Okay, it's my backyard. But the issue here is this. I'm showing you these things here. That when we come here to criticize, we're not doing so from the position of jealousness or envious. We know what we're talking about. If these people would just listen for once, okay? If they would just listen for once, they will understand that our position, it's not because we hate, but that they will learn and be able to do. Even here in the United States, I just show you. This job is right down the street from me. Let me share this here so you can see. It's right down the street from me. Okay. Okay. Let me see. You see this here? Okay. This is Sacramento. What's Sacramento? Okay. So you see Sacramento? You see Sacramento, right? So this is 99. Okay. And this job is right here. No. Okay. Okay, that's still go. No, come on now. Okay, still here. Okay. Okay. Oh, right here. Right here. So this bridge, okay, the left side, this bridge here, as they're going to away from Sacramento, right here. Okay. So why? Oh, okay. All right. Bear with me. Okay. Let me put a. So let me put a person here. Okay. So this bridge, you see, when it rain, the water flood over here. It take over the whole road, my people. It take over the people road. So you see here. This is the water dry, oh, but when it rain, this bridge, the one that I'm pointing out over here, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna this is what almost what they say 3 point something million or so, just the bridge part. So what they're gonna remove this and they're gonna expand the bridge. So my job is to do the structure, come and do the then I put in the new row all here. That's what I just showed you. Okay. So this is the job that I'm on. The next one, the other job is way over there in Eureka. I don't need to show you. I just want to show you what this is. Okay. So let's go back. I still got time. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back. Another thing I want to point out tonight. This is very sad. Okay. When we come up 2020, a friend of mine, also a good engineer, one of the best, better than me. I mean, most of the engineers in all of the engineers in Liberia, they're better than me anyway. I just got beat up. That's all. I'm not a good engineer. But anyway, I got paid. So, but let's go ahead. So, Mr. Nyano, who is also a Grangidian, came to Liberia, Grangidian diaspora, said, I want to seek the senatorial position 2020. At that time, Zoe Pennon was representative. So Zoe Pennon also said he wanted to be a senator. So him and a few other people, including Mr. Yano, the running campaign. So I didn't go home to run campaign. Yano was there, but I was on the radio almost every other day. And the people would call in. Grangidians would call into the radio station. In fact, one of the guys said, Samson told you in America, you're not even from here. What you wasting your time for? We'll go with Zoe Pennon. One old man, I have the video here of this old man. He said Zoe Pennon is the best. He buys a cup of rice, chicken soup, and baby top. And Yano used to say to them, it is not the answer. Oh yeah, Master, you late. You late. But I'm on the second half. I just took 15 minutes to praise myself, how good I am in engineering. I'm the best in the whole world. I just took some, I'm just kidding. But I was showing some stuff just to take a break from Liberia issue. But anyhow, so Zoe Pennon, the old man had a video where Zoe Pennon gave up chicken soup, cup of rice, and baby top. So that's the man we want. And Joe Pennon defeated us. And they picked him, Grangidian picked him to be senator. 2020. Let Joe Pennon tell us now what he has done. One of the things he does, and he explained it. I think y'all saw the video today on the phone. He would go and put few people on scholarship, and he would go and just like he said today, buy top, take people, baby, take women, people, girlfriend who pregnant, take them to the hospital to have a baby, which is good. But is that how you're going to serve the people of Grand Gita? You got 3 districts: Quinabo District, Chien District, Boston District. 3 big districts. But your achievement from the time 2005 up to now, your major achievement is to buy baby top and take pregnant women to the hospital. And you're telling us, Zoperno, he's like a brother. Anyhow, all of these young people, they're my little brothers. Anyway, I have nothing against it, nothing personal. I just don't agree with the kinds of policy that he had, even if he had one. But Grant, you didn't want him, and he defeated us. And I'm not alone. There are a bunch of us here in the diaspora. supported William Young Kennedy. Say William Young will go from place to place, explain to them. William Young has been around. I will bring him here someday for him to tell you. Many of you have seen him here on this platform. He will explain to the people, Mr. Zopeno, why he's good to some of you. He has not brought in any policy that will help you to move your life forward. In terms of policies, Zopeno has not done anything for Granular that I'm aware of. Maybe he did, I'm not aware of it. But what they display tonight, these are things that we've been saying here over and over. The other day you were here, he had a town hall meeting in Philadelphia. And many of these people, or that now rescue red or join me because I'm tired talking now. Got tired talking about that now rescue red. They begin too smart for me. I can't get in. The player one guy, I can't get. Well, I keep out of hard in there. He say, "Okay, talk for me. I come in later." Terry, you bad. Welcome, welcome. But anyhow, so we were there running campaign. Mr. Yan was telling them this Zopeno cannot sustain these type of behavior because he's not doing anything to help the people. He's helping few, which we appreciate. But Rangina at the time didn't see it. So Zopeno now, for me, his statement today sound condescending. But if I see him, it's people they don't feel like that. But that's how I feel. So now he's telling us that he has a strategy of winning, and his strategy of winning since 2005 has not been to say he's bringing a policy or passing bill. He said if I file bill in the house, you will not vote for me. But I give people money. I give. Well, how are we going to survive? And these are people that are there. And Zopen will seek, most likely going to seek re-election. He's been there going on in 2029 will be 9 years. When President Waka when they spent that $22 million and fixed the roads, Zopen were over here praising the president. When before President Waka and people went there, were begging them, literally, and what's his name? Charlie Jukra in Iowa can attest to that. Begging these people, calling when the road was bad, right in total. I don't have that kind of money to buy yellow machine. I can design it for you and show you how to fix it. The superintendent at the time, I spoke with him and Charlie Jukla, and they assured me. I told them, I don't need you to give me any money. The only thing you need to do is to provide the equipment, the material, and the manpower. I will show you how to fix it. He said, Big brother, we like that. They never called me back. 6 months later, I called Charlie Jukla. I said, Charlie Jukla, where are we? He said, I just got through my wedding, but I will get in touch with you. They never got in touch with me. Begging for me to help them. They took, Charlie Jukla is not part of this one, but the government, Grand Judicial official took the yellow machine and loaned it out. While people are getting stuck, they loan it out, according to the story, in Sano County. These are the leaders we have. And like Grand Judicial is not unique. How are we going to improve the lives of the people when we have people like this here running the government, running the high places in government officials, high places? And we're leaving people who have the ability to move the country forward. We're leaving them behind because we believe they were not here during the war. Everybody was running away during the war. People want to live. But they're not turning against us to try to punish us. Okay? So Zopen is telling you now that he doesn't have strategy to win other than to buy baby top and also to take women who got somebody you leave your girlfriend pregnant and they be one ready to deliver. Zopan will help you. How many women why you can't help to build to improve the Granada hospital in Granada Mata Tutman hospital in Granada? Why you can't help to improve it so that many people girlfriends will be able to have babies safely in the hospital? Why can't you improve that system? Thank you, Terry. Let's hear from you, my brother. Thank you for joining me tonight. What's
Yeah,
on your mind?
well, I know it's the Granjira people, Zopena. I think Zopena, I don't think he's to be blamed as a soul. I mean, as a liberal because Zopena is just telling you how he wins elections, and that is how most lawmakers get elected. And the lawmakers, their responsibility is not to build rule and take care of baby top and thing. But in Liberia, if you are elected and you don't, if you are senator or representative, you don't do those things, you can't get elected because the people want somebody that they can go to when they're in need due to the high level of poverty. So, and anybody who even go to that house, what you going to do there? That is first thing. When you go to the hall, what you going to do there? Dara, they don't say he been to that place. What really have he moved? What really have he moved per the perception he had before he went to the Senate? What really have he moved? At least for to be honest, even though he have proven himself to be better than all the senators so far, but if you look at tangibles as to what have he achieved over the period of time and all of the things he promised that he was going to do when he go to the hub, he has not moved 1 inch. One. Yeah, he was able to bring light to the house, which is something that we're supposed to have anyway, where people are supposed to be able to tell us exactly what the government is doing, how many pay they getting, how much money going to the house, what they spending. Yeah, and since the rescue mission, the rescue government, he has not been able to really show us all of the things he was showing us on Joria government. You see, so the senator is only saying his strategy that he employed to win election. That's what he's saying, because all the other people then, why are you going to the house? You ask most of the senators then now, even the ones that have not won election, what you going to do when you go to the house? They will tell you, be beaten, and what they said no, they're not able to do. Because you got 30 senators and 15 or 16 have to agree to what you want to change before it can be done. And how many of those people will agree to change what you want to change? Not many of them. But what I wanted to say, Libra, is that, and thank you for the time. I wanted to make correction to some of the things I said about the schools system in Liberia. I think the guy came on there and he made clarity that I think 53,000, 48,000 passed, but the clarity was that once you pass one, once you pass the 12 graders, once you pass one a subject, which is 9 subjects, you take in. Once you pass in one, you are eligible for a WAS certificate. It's not like when we were there. So when we were there, you got to pass in math and English before you qualify. But
Science too.
yeah, so but for him, but they say, so there are some people that pass 6, and there are some people that pass 5, 28,000 pass 5 subjects, which is a very, very good thing. But I didn't understand it that way, but it was good, got a clarity. And also, lastly, the drugs aspect. I think I heard you were talking about it. I was putting, but one of the problems that I see with the drugs that many people running with sedition and all over the place. Oh, Joseph Burger get tension and did that. Like Joseph Burger brought tension and all of that, and they blaming Joseph Burger for the drugs that is spreading all on the market. What we're not understanding is that the result of the drugs today on the market is as a result of the last 6 years. of the leadership, And one of the reasons why people take a higher drug or people call for higher drug is because when the drug that is taking, if the body get adapted to it, wherein when they take it now, it don't really make them high the way it's supposed to. That's when they call for drugs that are higher, that have a high that can make them high enough. So that is the reason why you see other drugs coming now, tension and all those things. Then the reason why drugs do not just instantaneously spread on the market like that over a period. It don't get drugs before it can overtake a society, a country. It has to be more in quantity and it has to be free on the market. So for the past 6 years, that is what happened to Liberia. The drugs were more and the drugs were without restriction on the market. That is the reason why today we're seeing the impact in the young people. Most of the people that are on drugs just do a study, evaluation test, and ask them only one question. Say, when you started smoking, most of the people then now that you see on drugs, the young people, ask them when they started smoking. And that one of the things I don't know the journalists they don't do it. Ask the people who smoking now, the young people, ask them when they started smoking. Now how? Because most of them will tell you, say, oh, I started smoking when my friend kept me this place. I went to the club, I did that. But ask them when they started smoking. Then they will tell you. Because the tension, the high tension you see coming out, and other drugs, zombie and things, the people who smoking them, they didn't start 2 years ago. Most of them will tell you, say they started 5, 6 years ago. And that was because the drugs were in high quantity on the market and it was without restriction. It was on the market. There were no, it was not being fought against. That is the reason why we have the proliferation of drugs, because the amount of people that is on drugs now were not even on drugs during 12 years of Madam Salif time. We didn't have the proliferation of drugs to this high level until we in the last period of 6 years before we came to Joseph Burger government. The only problem I have with Joseph Burger is he fired the DEA boss, which was AB Kroma. He fired AB Kroma and Fadika. And since those two guys left, it took too long to restore them, to bring in somebody for the place there. And those who he employed with that tax force stuff, most of them are weak. Look at today what happened. You know what it means? God just love this government. For a how you call it? For Zogo then to come out and say they don't want smoke. Now my first time hearing the kind of thing. This is my first time hearing the kind of thing. This could never happen under the last previous government. For Zogo them to come on the street and tell you, say, Mr. President, we tired smoking. We want you to take us and carry us to rehabilitation home. That to me, that is more than a blessing. The government need to act and they need to act now. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. I'll go ahead and open the line and see if anybody wants to contribute to this conversation tonight. Let's go ahead and open the line. Guys, give us a call, 916-533-2048. Let me put the number up. Uh, if you want to be part of the conversation tonight, please do so, 916-533-2048. So, Terry, then let me push you a little bit. What exactly are you suggesting that is that being done through miracle, or the president and this government have something to do with it?
Well, the government should, and this is where we have to be very careful, that the government should now begin to do everything
No,
possible.
no, I understand that. What I'm asking is, you said this is the first time, which is a good thing. You think it was the people turning themselves around? Is it through the mercy of God, or perhaps you think the government have had some play in it that cause these people to find out, or the campaign the government's running cause people to find out that indeed drugs are bad, and therefore,
Both, labor, because it has to be a divine intervention for drugs addicted people to cry on the street and say they don't want to smoke drugs anymore. It has to be divine, because those who buy the drugs are they that put the dealers in business. So if they who buys the drug and put the dealer in business are telling you say they no more want to smoke, that means the dealers are in trouble. Number one. Number two, the government, the people feel that they can rely this government. They feel that this government can do something for them. They got hope in this government for them to take that step. They believe that this government is responsible enough for them to render that service. Like somebody say, "Oh, Terry La." It was a record. It was a national record when people in your party during campaign time, women, women, most of the people they catching today are women. Women in your campaign time were saying that they're smoking kush. They were walking on the street and said, "We love kush. We love kush." They were doing that during the campaign time. Then you say we lie. You ever saw those kind of people in JMB, or you ever saw those kind of people in JMB, or how you got it, JMB campaign time? You ever saw them in JMB campaign, on JMB campaign team? Those
so
kind of
let's
people.
let's go a little bit, folks. The number is out there. Give us a call, 916-533-2048. So let me push you a little bit on this here as well, Terry. What you're saying is quite correct that the government need to do something now. Do you think the government has the capacity with their 40-man trip they now take Japan, all that money they're spending? You think they have the capacity to come and help these people now?
They have the capacity.
Or perhaps it's one of those, but they might be able to kick the can down the road.
This is the place where they're going to mess the government up,
Caller, just
because
hold on a minute. Let Terry name will come to you. Go ahead.
because they should have the capacity with the amount of money that they are spending on travels and all of that. The government is a big entity. They can create some kind of ad hoc committee immediately, temporarily, to address initial issues. Like, take for example, if an outbreak now happen in the country, there are some that you will be compelled to cut some budget down to be able to mitigate and solve the problem concerning the outbreak. You can say, "Oh, we forget about these people." You got to create the means to save these people, even if it will cause for other agencies to go down.
Okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? Rescue 3. Let's hear from you.
Hey, Mr. Doe, how you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you for the show tonight. And, it was so good. And so, sometimes when these things happen, you would have been there before, it's good for you to flag it out. That the statement you talk about from the zone. Our country, we ourselves, we the problem for ourselves, Mr. Doe. Especially our people who can vote these people. See how long zone panel been serving our country. To come back to see the strategy is to buy the to do this thing for people to vote for you. It's shameful, Mr. Doe. And the fact that the matter people with repetition, people who have means to solve some of the problem, our people will not get it, they will not try them. Your BM will always use that mean and getting to always get impact, to always take power. And the second point I want to raise tonight, I'm sorry, I brought it up, is concerning Joy Solo. Joy Solo is a son of Conjida County. And Joy Solo with CDC, Alas, and getting it, and see this point here, sir. In June, JB. For the revelation from the data has been on Sponta tonight. And look at my word, if the Senate confirm Joy Solo down, no follow by the government, it's not serious. Because they may have a pointer. Why is $7,000 and getting there for you to go take it for somebody? And he down there getting trying to deny the kind of thing. Listen to, if we want to put people with repetition, don't be very straight people. Because if we are coming to rescue their country, we saw what happened in the past. So are we repeating the same thing? They are not going here that they want to talk about the A or B, then they will go here as an ambassador. ambassador is not even kind of small position. Does that duping people? It's a bad side, it's a bad image for the government. So say you are not being confronted here, I will call people to talk to them too. It's better get people, if they just want to, it's better to cancel a nomination. Because they're not fair to the country. In the rescue government that we contain everything that CDC did in the past, and we are repeating the city. What's the difference between we and CDC people?
Hold on. Let me merge the other color. I think it's your usual nemesis. It's on here. So hold on. All right. Rescue 3, go ahead so the other color can come in.
So then what is the need of us getting the TLC CDC to leave power? Then why not we leave them there? They get them and continue with the loot of the country. I thank you, God. Thank you for compassion.
Look, breakable. That's not your time to speak. Oh, I beg you.
Breakable. Listen, our government, we fought for the government to come to power. We are not like you media getting it when you see the party happening, when you see white, you turn white, when you see green, you turn green. We are here to tell our because we preach to our people who told them that we're going to make a difference. But people that were bringing up on board, it gets trying to destroy the image of the government. It's better we say the truth. If the drug become better to them, it's better for CDC, it's better for you guys. So it's not about being a member of Unity Party or member of CDC. We are talking to you myself working in the country. We do our level investment over there that we do tomorrow when the country is okay. We can go home tomorrow. Our retirement is to live there. But people try to using their privilege to the power, they get to steal from other people. Don't flag it out. Thank you for the show, Mr. Cole.
Thank you. Brigadier, let's hear from you.
No, thank you for the show. You see, my brother Davis, I really, really appreciate you today for being so fair. You know, I was laughing at you, girl, for being so fair at this, and God bless you. But I know the people, soon as I go, they will blag your land, they will start blagging your land, because the way you just said, listen, you know, Mr. To, what happened to Unity Party is very, very surprising. The people are getting blind and they're getting hit to the extent they want to hear the truth. Listen, information minister, insulting, like somebody talking child. Why am I doing this? He led it 2 years. You're building a base? Less than 2 years. Your spirit, the way when somebody touching you with on your body, when somebody talk about it, against the government, it can really go down there, so. Only the government believing in this. And the thing of criticize the past government, you're doing it worse. People die with just, the job will never out of politics. The real just is outside. People die with real just. The way of medical counseling, it tells you real reality. Then you're playing phone out of it. You know, it's so sad, man. It's so funny as an example. Look at the Google children dying. You're not doing nothing about it. When people say something, they don't get there. You say for somebody or senator for a great country, who in the country in abroad, the people that are don't keep government business, they make come out and say it. It's all you want to the person say something, it's all attacking somebody president in life. And go and get the president element to you. I even understand government building. And they really bad. No, I listen to one anybody got out myself, you argue. The guy talk for myself talk for 1 hour of getting very who government to send. I was so embarrassed. Look, Terry, let me your also right, that's what happening. Your government is failing and they failing to the sending. That's what is happening. I don't want to have it to all. They will be worse. Okay. Because if you're not taking you're not going to suffer myself.
Thank you.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Okay. You don't want to predict. All right, folks. I don't want to tell you any more call against that. Terry, go ahead. Give us your closing attire tonight. Yeah, they don't see you. They don't see you.
You see, breakable. one of the problem I have, one of the things you don't understand is what Spoon TV bring to the public is half of what they bring is not true. And if you guys continue to run with the narrative without thinking for yourself and finding out as regarding what's really going on the ground, come 2029 again, you will be thinking say CDC coming back to power and how they will lose. Because the reaction of the people will tell you that most of what they're presenting is not true. That the same thing you did, Spoon TV used to go all around prior to the July 26th and tell everybody how the country how people be talking, oh yeah, the country, they market women. When July 26th came, you saw thousands of people on the street. Thousands of people on the street. Since the July 26th, I never heard all those thousands of people that are on the street that somebody got missing, somebody child got missing. I never heard it. You know, and that is why I tell people it's better for you to always don't just take people's statement verbatim and carry it. Learn to make research. Because sometimes what they present is far from the reality of what's going on the ground. Most of what they present is all based on propaganda. That is the reason why most of the Liberians are losing the relevance. The media, the network is losing relevance because people already know what's going on. You see, people already know what's going on. You brought men, Edwin Snow, talking about all kind of stuff. Musa, the other person, and every night then you against. Liberal. It's not bad to criticize, but make sure that your criticism is backed by facts that is undeniable and undisputable. Then, I'm not saying the government is perfect. There are a lot of corrupt practices going on in the government. My disappointment with the president is his inability to persecute former government officials. Because right now, if you ask most of the people, they will tell you, say, if you say, oh, CDC were corrupt, they were involved with this, they were involved with that, CDC will tell you, say, but why you can persecute us? And they will be right. They will be right. That the same thing United Party people used to say. CDC will say, oh, you stole. United Party was stealing the country for 12 years. They stole all the country, all the zinc. They stole the zinc, the copper, and all the iron them from in the ground. But the United Party will tell you, say, but you still steal. But why you can persecute her? So that the same thing I see this government dragging themselves into gradually. And it will reach to a point where the president will not be able to take himself out of it. And once you can persecute CDC, CDC will come on top in the end because it will tell you that if you say we stole, where is your evidence? What your proof? That can't persecute us. And they will be right. But my disappointment that I had today, is in Honorable Tewon Gonglo. Tewon Gonglo said on OKFM that the president, after the election, told him that I want you to become the minister of justice. I want for you to take over a justice ministry. Tewon Gonglo said he told the president no. He told the president that the president should take Yakpawudo because Yakpawudo is young and put Yakpawudo somewhere in the government. And he is proud of what Yakpawudo is doing. But for him, he don't want for the president to appoint anybody from previous administration. The president should not appoint him. That's what he said. And I felt that was the most disappointing thing that I've heard since the government came to power. Why? Because if a Tewon Gonglo would have been justice minister, then by now the impasse problem that we had that went to that extent would not have happened. Maybe even the burning of the capital would not have happened. If a Tewon Gonglo would have been justice minister, maybe by now the persecution of corrupt government officials would have taken place. The death of the auditors that died, or 3 missing boys. Some of those things by now would have been on the table for investigation. Or Tewon Gonglo would have been able to expose this government for them to say, you know what, I'm going to resign, like what he said. Because he said, if this government, if he were in the government by now, he would have resigned because he will not be able to stand to see some of the steps like tenure position, blah blah blah, all those things happening under his watch. So, in my opinion, I said that Honorable Gonglo, you made a great big mistake because if the president wanted you to be his justice minister, that means the president wanted somebody that would stand by him to help to fight against corruption. And you would have been one of the major key factors to solve that problem. So I think that is where we are, Labor, and I think still that this government is far better than previous administration, and there are several reasons why. Because we have opportunity to improve. We got 4 more years in power, and within a period of time, we will prove it that yes, we are able to do what the people employ this government for. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you coming on again tonight. Hopefully, Mr. Soul will be here on Sunday, and then we'll be able to have a wonderful conversation. My Esther, thank you again tonight for your engagement. Yeah, Terry. The only thing I say is, were you able to hear the Minister of Information today about
Yeah, I listen to
Gonglo?
him.
Okay, so I believe Gonglo perhaps by telling the president no, y- I'm a serial political guru. Let me tell you this: before the campaign, the night Amos Sawyer died, it was Gonglo. I'm not going to call the rest of the people name. It was Gonglo, two other friends, and a lady who also having to be a friend. We were together, and this particular friend had brought Gonglo in to introduce us to Gonglo, to say this is somebody who will be able to help us. And the conversation I have, not with Gonglo, but with this friend who is a very good friend to Gonglo, why would you want Gonglo to run? Why is he not joining President Bakai? Because he could be a chief justice or even a justice ministry and be able to fix, because by that time Gonglo have criticized the chief justice the former chief justice. He
Right.
big time criticizing, and they had a blowout. And I suggested, say, if he was to be a justice minister, he will be able to. And then the guy told me no. If he becomes president, he will fix it the way he sees say fit. But if he becomes minister of justice or even chief justice, he will be told how to fix it. And in this country, he will not have the opportunity to fix it the way he wants. And he will not have the opportunity to make sure that people follow the rules. Because every time they will run to the president, and the president will say, no, let's leave that one, and let's leave that one. That was the explanation the guy gave me. So we were waiting when Gonglo came in and was supposed to have this meeting. And when he came, he didn't even sit down. After shaking hands with us, there was a phone call that came in, and then he took the phone call in the garage, my friend house garage, and he came by. He said, "Oh, I can't stay. Amos Sawyer just died."
Hmm.
Yeah. So the reason why I say I'm a guru, because that's what exactly what I was suggesting, and I don't blame him for turning it down either, because he knows United Party people well.
But then, Labor, how do we expect to face the country?
How are you going to affect this country when he rascal? The rascal will try to look. He tried to say something today, and listen to Lama 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 Pierre.
But that is why he was supposed to take the justice minister position.
And I just
Jerry
told you,
Limpia is a propagandist for the government.
and
His
that's what I
role
just
is to
told you.
defend the government.
That's what I just told
And
you.
why he told you.
If he had taken that job, he would not be able to straighten anything, because President Bakai most
Labor.
likely with the Unity Party, like people that he worked with before, the most likely were going to say, no, this is not where we want to go.
Then he could have
You saw
resigned.
what it did. You saw what it did to John Malou.
But John Malou did not come in the government.
Yeah,
John
but
Malou, John,
John Malou was supposed to be part of not the government, but was supposed to be part of the incoming agricultural transition team.
I
And the
agree.
people refused to even give him terms of reference.
But in this case, it was not so. The president himself told him, or
Yeah,
Tewon
I
Gonglo,
agree with you. But Tiawan Gongro is a very smart man. He know these people well.
but
And
then Labor,
President
then
Baka,
where are we going?
he knew very well that President Baka was going to be put in the bubble.
Then the government will not be fixed because then
Well,
then there is no, because I think in my mind, Tewon Gonglo
but let me
position,
ask you this: do you believe, in as much as we support this government, do you believe President Baka will truly fix this country the way it's supposed to be? In your mind?
that he will fix the country.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you see what I was told, that from the divine perspective that made me to support President Baka, is that he will be a responsible leader.
And he is.
Is not, there is nothing that tell me that he will make the country to tend to go a diamond.
No, that's not even
You
what I'm
understand?
saying.
And that is the reason I supported him.
I
Because
agree with
what
you,
I
and
was
that's
told that he will be a responsible leader.
and he is. He's a responsible leader. But my argument to you, Terry, those rascals around him are using his kindness against us.
But
Because there are
Labor,
hold on 1 minute. There are some ministers, there are some directors that by now should be shown the front door or the back door. They have no business being in the government at this time. They are not producing.
well, I tend to agree. I tend to agree with you in most areas. Your analysis are great and your position. But the area where I differ with you a little bit, this is how the government of all government in Liberia works. Liberia got people in the government that are responsible to carry on propaganda machinery. And in Liberia, the type of society we're in, you don't need a diplomatic or a diplomatic or information minister, Mr. Or Liberal. You see what happening to CDC now? Janga Ko came out, the chairman. He came out and said, Sir Joseph leaving is not good for all, but the man king, he was truthful. Like what we say, be truthful, be truthful. The man king, he was truthful and honest. But because of what he said, do you know what happening now? They're planning to remove him. They say that he's weak. They got all kind of things. Right now, Akara's great and they're having meeting to ops the chairman to remove him even before convention. So what I'm saying is that Liberia is not just like a diplomatic country like America or other places where you need diplomatic people to talk in the media and other places diplomatically. No, it's not going to work in the society of Liberia. You got to be aggressive. And even in as much I'm here, I don't agree with everything Geraldine Pierre says. But that is what you do in the kind of infested, polarized political environment in Liberia, where even journalists are politicians. Liberia is a country where journalists themselves, they are either they were the opposition. They will just wake up some morning and just write someone a story on you. Before you bob your eye, it's already gone. You see? But here is my side. If what his name? If Tewon Gonglo would have taken that position today, but now Liberians would have said, because the Amos Soil, all those great people you're talking about, all of them work in government. When it came to a time where they could not work anymore with the leadership, they resigned or they left the government. Look at John Malou. How did people got to know John Malou? It was through Madam Salif. The work that John Malou did in the government, even though Madam Salif didn't like it, but it exposed the corruption. And that was the major reason why Madam Salif were able to establish all these anti-graft agencies in the government that today is exposing the government, exposing corruption. You see? So if you don't go inside, the president himself tell you, say, "My man, I want you to be this." You didn't go there to help the man. we don't know what you would have done, what your leadership would have changed. But now you come and tell us, oh, you know what? I didn't go there because I knew that the government are not going to perform. Then it means that you help the government to fail if the government fails. That's my position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. Again, folks, Samson to Labropa. Terry, please join us Sunday. I hope Mr. So will be. If not, then I will be sitting in for him. So we'll see. We'll see.
All
But
right,
thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Good night, Terry. Again, folks, Samson to Labropa. I want to thank all of you again for tuning into Labropa tonight. We're here again. We say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. Join us on Sunday. Either Mr. So or myself will be here and continue with this process. This is about our country. We're not here to degrade. We're not here to bash people. We're here to be truthful. So if you're working in the government and we feel that something is not right, we will speak up. And if we're wrong, we will continue to say, you come out and tell us that we're wrong. The information we have is not correct. Do us the favor and explain why things are the way they are. My Esther, thank you. Van, thank you. Breakable, again, thank you guys. Comfort David, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate all of you again tonight. Those of you that have been was watching earlier. Okay, many of you was listening. We say thank you very much. But we will take leave of you here tonight. We say thank you very much. Good night, folks. Samson to Labrador Pub Radio. We will see you on Sunday. Please stay safe. Let's pray for one another. God is great all the time. Good night.
Seigneur, à ça. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, après Gogo, Yaliwa, Bagnon, Yalia pour la femme. Avec Gogo, Yali. Avec Gogo, Yali, Stéphane Soko. Oh, après Nana, Amabile Mera Gogo, Yaliwa, Stéphane Soko, ya pour la femme. Aïe, Gogo, Yaliwa. Amana vere kasawa America vere titi papa vere sa seri peto chile peto ayo yike banyo ye sikre kama pa sisi la play oya la gogo nyali ale banyo e koro bravo hey gogo nyali awo baba sisi nyo wo ale na vere ni paka baba sisi wo ale na vere ni waya ale na yule koro bravo abile gogo nyali no so ma de jogre amro alo ade wa ba bere wa sawake wa ba be abawo ma ba ni ni ama abawo ma ba ni abara su ma gbira ba yo abina ni ka bere titi baba aja dubo abawo ma ba ni